I bought the wall of a record store. Shit happens. Went in there for one thing. Following up on some more of this 20% off sale. Playing the one thing that's already open. Where you at? Hanging out with a friend. Messy kitchen. Still not clean. Anyways, drop another video. Stick with me. Talking about some random. We're gonna have a good time. I hope you enjoy it. Dustin, look alive! Woo! We're live and direct!
What up?
This is, hey, remote. We're listening to Blackula. It's, oh, dude, you know what I totally did?
What's
I
that?
cut in on that one track. You're probably going to be DJ tonight.
No.
So I cut in on that one track, which is the last track on, I think it's A-side, B-side. I don't even know. It's just random. Because it doesn't matter. There's no lyrics. This is kind of, sounds like music for a soundtrack that doesn't exist. It's, electronic, free jazz, gothy rock stuff. Anyways, I like it. Randomness a little weird. But, two quick caveats. I think I know why I got sent back. Playing this first, haven't split anything else on the previous load. Because, this was open. Explains why it was so cheap. And, I'm thinking, you ever have a record for the small holes, not like a 45, that it doesn't want to go on the peg, on the male piece? So, I think someone didn't want to, force it. Was that Kelly Patterson? If it don't fit, don't force it. That's like, hey, yo, Sweetheart made a dirty song. But, any hoozles, don't laugh. I'm not that funny. But, anyways, so when I grabbed this record, you could tell it'd never even been on the peg before, because I think the hole might have been a little too small, or they didn't punch the paper big enough over the hole, and so I kind of had to ease it on there, and you have to give it that don't damage it wiggle to get it off. But anyways, Dustin, you want to be a barrage and just drop it on the start of this side, please? And the whole vinyl community's eyeing your skills. This is my dear friend, a music lover, but a vinyl newbie. I'm putting good faith and trust in him. But any hoozles, I got a stack of records. In turn with still talking about Record Store Day, since it's coming up. I went to Ye Old Pharmacy Records. I missed Record Store Day. The only thing that was still there is hanging out for me. Frank had set aside, knows I'm a Judas Priest fan. They'll do it, yeah. Weird monkey noises. And some Congo drums. I'm with this. But, so anyways, I scored that Judas Priest, and I was like, man, there's one thing I'd like to have. I never had it on cassette. My dad had it on cassette. It was part of the haul of cassettes that got stolen and or melted. I don't know which one this would have been falling into, but I go there, and man, I miss that. Frank's such a good dude. He's like, oh man, I'm friends with the owner of Lunchbox. He's like, in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina. If you didn't know, I'm in Greenville, South Carolina. And so he's like, if you want, dude, I could score that for you. No big deal. We're going to exchange or trade records in the near future anyways. So, just let me know and I'll grab it. I said, dude, I'll be around. Just score it. You don't even have to give me a phone call. I'll be around and give you some cash for it, right? So anyways, because Record Store Day, it's fun. It's an event. Do you however you like Record Store Day. If you avoid it, if you love it, you wait in line. That's your prerogative. No judgment on that. But so, it's always around. It's always around. And the thing that I have never bought, and this is not the coveted most sexy edition, and I'm not a big Picture Disc fan, but my boy hunted it down for me. It's the Zombies. It's cliche. It's Odyssey and Oracle. Dustin, by the way, every time I show a record, man, you're going to disappear. So, hey, man.
Straight with it.
It is what it is. But what's so cool about this is the protective sleeve has the both covers on this, the alternate and regular cover. And in case any of you guys didn't know out there, Odyssey is spelled wrong. They paid and commissioned the artist, and he'd finished that glorious work of art. And they're like, hey man, we can't redo that. We're just going to have to go with the spelling. So anyways, I like that a lot of picture discs just come in this terrible plastic, oversized outer sleeve with a flap that kind of goes in. And I really like that this is taken care of. It kind of has a picture frame in it, and it presents well, I'm with that. So, that's the first one. That was the reason I went to the record store, and I had the intention of buying one record, and one record only. I failed miserably, because I went there, and I looked at the wall, and I was like, oh, what are you doing here, man? My buddy is he's filling the wall up. And I was like, wait, you guys just got that? He's like, dude, we just priced it. We're put it on the wall. It was Sunday before they're about to close. Rainy day. They hadn't had anyone there all day. I guess they were kind of slow to put things up. Anyways, I replaced that which was once had. Alliteration, very poetic. I feel that I could be an actor. I could do it. One take.
You got this.
Yeah, one take. I got this. Yeah, just be charming. I'd be good on. Yeah, I miss David Letterman, by the way. Like if I ever get, I have no intentions of being famous, but if I ever got famous, I want to be on Letterman, man. I don't want to talk to Jimmy Kimmel. Not on TV, you know. Like I'd kick it with Jimmy. Wow, that's an intense opinion. Dustin, first time on, not pulling any punches. Fuck Jimmy Kimmel. Like, I like him when he was. I like him when he is fat. Decide what you can do with your beard. You know, fuck Jimmy Kimmel. Right on, dude. Okay. Kudos. Was it the attractive but annoying atheist comedian he dated for years? Sarah Silverman. I dated a girl that looked like Sarah Silverman.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It depends on the time of day. But anyways. Alright. So I bought the wall. And it's just started one way. I guess I'll try to give you details. This video might take a little while because it's not a huge stack of records, but I'm probably going to show off the gatefolds. I know a lot of people really like that. Unless it's colored vinyl, I don't go way out of my way to show labels or vinyl unless, you know, it's a Columbia 6i or something really iconic that I know people like and appreciate. But for the most part, I'll just show the record. It is what it is. But this first cluster before it gets random, is all one artist. I had most of their work anyways, and they got chewed up by dogs, stolen by girlfriends, cars broken into. Life happened on CD. Now I don't have roommates. I mind my stuff and dictate how I deal out trust. Anyways, part of becoming an adult and living and learning. But yeah, no kidding indeed. Anywhoozles, mostly one artist. A couple first presses, a lot of OG presses, a Japanese alternate press, and anything that is new is 180 gram contemporary press, pristine, already open, flawless. This is a nice little score, and so hope you guys dig what I'm about to flip. I'm getting to it. But the one little caveat, I like the word caveat, I say it frequently, but to forewarn people. Shut your mouth if you don't like what I'm saying. Big words. Multisyllabic. But no, so, hey, a lot of people have this already. Get over it. If I'm showing something that is ubiquitous, obligatory, and some people are like, I've said these in videos too, but I just like, one, I knew you'd laugh, and then they could be like, I've heard you can't reuse big words. You're not smart if you use the same big words. There must always be new big words. Anyways, everyone probably owns this stuff. I got it back in the collection. It's on vinyl. Oh, nobody's going to borrow it. Here it is. We're going to start off with some of these I already have, but they're upgrades. Or stuff that I had, what was little was left on vinyl was Dad's. I'm either probably going to pick and choose what wasn't Dad's. And then I'll just give it to my sister. Even though she got Mom's records, I kind of had Dad's. Or if it's stuff that I just picked up along the way and now I got in better condition, it would probably just be trade fodder. Hey, unless there's someone out there who's just screaming for, I never had that, that I just ruined it. Led Zeppelin. We're talking about Led Zeppelin right now. And a bunch of it. So here's a 180 gram. This is a repress. If you pulled this off, this little UPC hype sticker off the shrink, it is in the shrink. It's in amazing condition. This Atlantic and the way it's presented, of course, it has a hologram. And put a UPC on this, though. But this isn't a gatefold. No need to take it out of the sleeve. Started off with Led Zeppelin. I already have a copy of this. It plays all right. It's dirty. I guess it could use a deep clean. But I jumped on it just because I guess I got in the buying the wall mood. And so I damn sure bought the wall. Look at me. I got a strategically placed pillow to hide what the next selection is. Yeah, I'm crafty. Anyways, I'm not trying to go quite chronological, but dude, do you see how clean this is, man? You know, people always throw around terms, and they get really hung up on condition and what have you. But when you score them this nice, I mean, do you have to? Yeah, you kind of have to. If this is your bag,
Right.
you kind of have to. You have to score them when they're that nice, man. I have a later repress that is not a gatefold. That is so clean. I had to. And then while we're at it here, man, I mean, I went 1, 2, 3 in chronological. Like I say, I bought up a wall. Hey, no judgment if you do it. I don't play video games. I got a decent watch collection, but how many wrists does a man have? I only have so many wrists, you know? I mean, you could only match so many pants, so many shoes. And, I mean, I got a full bar, and I don't booze too hard, so when you slowly finish a bottle of gin, you buy a replacement. When a buddy hangs out, you drink some bourbon, you buy a replacement. My humidor never has too many cigars. I don't smoke enough. I don't want them to die on me. In case I forget to, what is it, little gels. If I forget to replace the, anyways. By the way, I got
cigars.
I got 2 nice cigars, so we could smoke those later if you want to.
Ooh,
But
it's been a while since we had a cigar.
yeah, but we could totally do that. We'll see what time it is. But any hoozles, I was talking about something. Drift, wander, you know, tangent. Yeah, anyways. Led Zeppelin 3 here. You know, big giant hands. Let me try to do the whole rotation jazz.
Show it all.
For those who care. Gatefold. Super nice condition. Look at the corners on that. Like, that's the biggest blurb there is. There's no damage on that. You know, you got to score that. Like I say, copy I had of that was just a non-gatefold later repress with the that whatever kind of gold hits asterisk star sticker that was on so much of that Led Zeppelin repress stuff that they hyped up all the this is on Atlantic, right? But yeah, this is on Atlantic. That Atlantic 80s hype sticker, you know. Anyways, this is the Japanese press right here.
Oh, you don't need that.
Yeah, some people are gung ho on that. I don't know if this would have originally had an Obi strip for as good as condition as this is in. I'd like to think if it did have an Obi strip, no one would have taken it off. But I still have this on CD, so that CD's about to find a home. But so, always there's if you get all nuts on. Ooh, look, I can't read that. You know, that's what it is. So yeah, cop that. Not mad at that. Got this on vinyl too, man. That's probably gonna be his trade fodder. VCLT, a gift for my sister. If this bruh over here ever decides to get a record player, instead of being like, let me look that up on YouTube, and then he forgets about it 2 weeks later, he's like, oh yeah, I did watch that while I was running. Anyways,
I'm trying.
Hey man, you ever use that digital download code for Rockarola?
Ooh, I knew you were gonna do that.
Okay,
I knew you were gonna do that.
Just crossed my mind.
I knew you were gonna
Crossed
do
my
that.
mind. Yeah.
I looked
Hey,
at the card today.
You know, any metal bros, hit me up, man. Before this gets burnt, man, I got a digital download for Rockarola apparently.
Oh, dear.
So if you guys want that, holler at me. If there's any
cool.
if there's any metal bros in the mix, man, leave a comment. All right. After that, I believe this one was the first press. There's a couple first presses in there, early presses. I'll show that Japanese. There's only Japanese in here, but dude, you guys already know with the black. Like I say, that's well lit for the Mars and the minimal ring wear for that black flat cover. And then let me open it up here. Like I say, it's got all the accoutrements. You like that? You can't just say accoutrements. You accoutrements, croissant. You know. Anyways, they put protective sleeves on it, but they still left in the original solid plain black sleeves. It's got everything, and then like say, nice protective sleeves in there. But so I'm not mad at that. But I tell you one thing though, hope this doesn't hurt anyone's feelings. If I drop the needle on this, yeah, I'm just gonna skip side 3, man. No quarter. I'm not gonna tempt myself because I don't want to hear "Stairway to Heaven." Look at that. That's the only damage on this, and that's just being up close on black. This thing, you can still crystal clear read. You still read the edge. I mean, that was one that's always just crunchy. But yeah, side 3 is gonna get skipped, man. "Stairway to Heaven." It's just too much. At some point, radio stations, the band has 40 billion songs. Choose more than one. Same with I don't know how you guys feel about this. If you guys are really into a band, And if Leonard Skinner's your favorite band, or is like Sweet Home Alabama, is that what you're gung ho for? I mean, like, just question of curiosity. If anyone has an opinion out there, when you hear your favorite musician, are you just I don't
Is
know.
it the overplayed, blown out song?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Back in Black for AC/DC.
Yeah, I love the Ramones, but am I trying to hear, rock and roll high school? No, I'm not. Just anyways. But I don't know. And then there's some songs that maybe you associate their music with a certain era, and then you like and appreciate that era. So, like, if I hear Green Day, I guess I want to hear the old Dookie, Insomniac,
Yes.
Kerplunk, Nimrod era, pre-American Idiot stuff. And I don't care if it's When I Come Around. Maybe that's from that band. That's exactly what I want to hear, And then but the same Kiss. I don't want to hear Detroit Rock City. Anyways, I got more Led Zeppelin, so let's just.
for loving you.
Yeah. Hey, that's actually okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Cause like, is that Strutter? Is that from Disco Kiss? Is that?
That's exactly what it's
yeah. Dude, there's how many kids lost their virginity at like a high school cotillion? So that shit. Anyways, so back to Led Zeppelin. I got a couple more. Like how do you not? I mean, repress or not? Like, I mean, let me get in here. All right. Camera angle's weird. I'm getting used to this new camera. But when it's just tight fit here, man. How many times did someone just buy this to have it because it's Led Zeppelin and they felt obligated, so they bought it? But like, how many times in life has that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
When I opened up,
I heard that crease break.
I mean, has the needle ever touched this? I mean, you got to, right? You got to. When this shows up in this condition, you gotta buy it, man. This I never owned. My sister had this on CD, and we exchanged like 10 CDs at a time when we were young, and then when we get tired of them, we'd do like trade off, and there was like this whole weird thing. It was like, well, you got 4 of mine, so I got 4 of yours. And it was like, okay, well, I'll let you hold this Jane's Addiction if I can listen to that Trippin' Daisy. And she's like, okay, can I listen to that Ween? And I'll be like, okay, can I borrow that Janis Joplin? Anyways, it's just how you keep track of stuff. My sister and I were always really good on that. One I never owned, probably one of the Led Zeppelin records I'm least familiar with, that I was super happy to find. This right here, let me tell you something. There's nothing too. I mean, I guess I just gotta take it out as a gatefold. People get nuts on the gatefold stuff. I'll open it up and bring it in. But people throw around all willy nilly. People throw around terms like near mint and mint. That's really silly. I mean, that's like when guys talk about, man, she was a 10. Really? She's on TV. She's famous for being beautiful. A 10 is unachievable. A 10 out of 10. When you start talking about that, but this right here, what happened to the shrink? Because I feel like I'm the first human flesh that ever touched this. It's got a UPC, so this is not OG. But when it's just this good a condition, it's like I feel like I'm buying a brand new record I don't have to pay full price for. Like that right there is. I mean, I'm just ogling it like there's no flaw. Like, I don't ever want to, call anything... I don't really want to call anything near mint. You know what I mean? And then much less mint. But like I say, I'm yapping, and I just heard it is faint. That little... That's absurd, man. You gotta buy that.
Don't need that.
So, speaking of need that, we need another drink. Yeah, we probably need to do that. Yeah.
We don't need that.
The wine is Gorman Winery, Sleeping Giant, Syrah, 2013. Dustin and I are both fans of that winery. It's super tasty stuff. But I'd have to say that this is probably not my favorite wine of theirs. This might be the one that has the potential to really enjoy in 15 years.
It could go the distance.
But it's already a 13. It's laid down for a while, and it just kind of falls flat. It's tasty on the tongue, but then after a sip... Oh, by the way, you like this? Savagery? Yeah, I hold the glass. Oh, yeah. You know why? My hand doesn't fit in the stem. Come on, man. I know you're supposed to hold this... I need some big bra glasses, Come on, anyways, yeah. So anyways, I like to do this when people think I'm uncivilized and they treat me like a big dumb monkey at a social setting. I just like to eyeball them and drink my wine like this.
Yep.
Do some. But
what you gonna do about it?
Anyways, brah, you're DJ. You wanna flip ye old record? And I guess the beers of the... Oh, look at me, already at 20 minutes. You guys are here for a yarn sewing?
What?
Yeah, when you sew a little yarn, you tell a story, you blabber about, you know?
Oh, okay.
So,
I got you.
see what I'm saying? Isn't that weird, how tight that hole is?
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
You about had a little flurble.
I already know about that.
Yeah. You went too hard in the hole, and you about, flipped your shit. Or flip my shit.
First time that's been a problem.
Yeah.
Right?
Any hoozles. All right. Good times hanging out with a buddy. My cat's been missing for a week and a half. He's 1,000 years old.
Rocco!
So I'm just distracting myself. So, hopefully not, but potentially R.I.P. Rocco. But you want to hand me that bottle one more again to show him? And then grab them brew ha-has. Thank you, sir. Oh, he's watching his steps. I need, man, I used to have my record player in a different location. And now it's over here in this old house. If you step just the right way, it'll totally throw that needle. But Gorman Winery. I can do this. I got this. I can totally do that.
Words.
Yeah, words. Words for am spoke good with mouth. And I got bottle opener here too if you want to.
Okay.
Either way, I got Lucille, the bottle opener.
Lucille is who I'm used to.
Yeah, you can break the cherry on the army guy. I don't care though. Here, whatever.
That guy was being a bitch.
Anyways, I'm having a Bavarian lager. Sam Adams is on sale, so it is what it is. You guys are too fancy for Sam Adams.
Think you're better than me?
You think you're better than me? But
is that aggressive?
No, I like that. That's people now. It's a microaggression. Don't microaggress me. I don't like your posture. You're demeaning my womanhood. No, I'm not, ma'am. I'm just trying to buy a sandwich. Yeah. The way he's standing in line, ma'am. No. Anyways. True story. Yeah. It's a sampler. Oh, by the way, the sampler. I'm having a Bavarian lager. What are you having?
I'm having a cold snap.
A cold snap, which is a spiced white beer. What is it?
White ale with spices.
Yeah. Okay. So that's cool. And then there's another one. We haven't even, like I said, there's two of the sampler. I forget what the third little random selection is. I'm pro random. But then they have Boston Lager. Come on, man. I gotta.
Wasting a slot.
You're wasting a slot.
Like what you doing?
You're wasting a slot. Give me some. Come on, give me a seasonal. What's going on here, man?
I'm already charging
Anyways,
too much for the beer, but whatever.
I about done it. I stumble into these things. Like I say, you find it in good condition. You gotta buy it. Blunderbuss. You used to have this on CD. Don't anymore. It's already open. Someone pulled the shrink off the gatefold, but did you hear it? It had two pops in there. It's like crease break. Man, how do you not buy it, dude? Someone already paid the mark off. Like I say, I hate to throw around the term near mint, but dude, that's near mint. That's if there's a VG plus. If you don't want to say that, and there's people that use the term excellent over VG plus, but they're scared of the term near mint. So be it. That's what it is. I mean, there really is stellar condition. All right, now we're into the random. Little Jack White, filling out that completion, becoming a completionist on Jack White. Went through all that Led Zeppelin. You guys probably already have it. I like it. And then, soundtracks. You don't have to wait for a record store day. Soundtracks are out there. In this condition? What? And then, by the way, I keep on going back. I bought the wall up. There's gonna be some more stuff that was on the wall. This was on the wall. But at the very end, I had to flip through a section. And it's all kind of one genre of music. And if you could see, same handwriting, and that's the only damage on this entire thing. Like I say, gatefold, all the lyrics and everything. Here's the other side of the gatefold. Uh-oh, YouTube. I showed a titty.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Anyways, gotta buy that. I love my blaxploitation movies. I like all types of movies. I like to keep it eclectic. And then beyond that, man, this is another one of those things that was already open in stupid perfect condition. You don't have to pay for it sealed. And this one is so thorough. Let me show the front. Alternate cover. Look at the reflection on that. It's a little gish. If you guys didn't know, they included the shrink wrap backing. Like, that's how well someone maintained this. It still has the shrink wrap backing on it. Once again, just crunches. Just crunches. Crease breaks? Anyways, so someone has the real nice protective sleeve on it, but it has the hard sleeve in here too. Like I say, I thought with this being a variant cover that it'd be something else, but it's super heavy. I'm pretty sure this is a 3-pound record. You know what I mean? You use it as a weapon. You know what I'm saying? You probably give this. You probably give this to like an aboriginal that knows how to throw a boomerang, and he could like just decapitate a kangaroo with this thing, dude. That's serious, man. But no, Gish, it is on black vinyl. But yeah, was the original one? I think it was like black and white sepia. But dude, that is
Didgeridoo.
No, didgeridoo is the
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what you would hear in the background.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I was
trying to remember.
Yeah, just didgeridoo. I like that. I like how we're tired. Tomorrow's our day off, so it's Tuesday, but we're both in the restaurant industry. So like today's the end of our work week, and we're just beat tired. And we shared one glass of like one bottle of wine, so we're on 2 drinks, you know, after eating. And then we're just tapped into a beer, so we're not buzzy. But it's just like, ooh, so the energy's low and chill. Cool, thanks for joining. I'm about to hit 30 minutes. This might be a 40-minute video. If you guys are down with a long video, cool. Let me know. What's a I guess it depends on people's style, too, because people are really informative. And some people are captivating because they give so many details about this pressing and it left this record label and everything. And some of those people are really intriguing. You can listen to them for 30, 40 minutes. And some of them are just like, they're kind of a substitute teacher that's by the buck. And even though it's really neat and you know they have all the details, you're like, I'm good at 12 minutes. So if you guys like your boy just being a silly idiot for 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, let me know. But usually I shoot for 20 minutes, but this is one pharmacy score all at once. I bought the wall up, and then the last one was pretty much all the one purchase off of Get Import CDs.
Yeah.
And my next one coming soon. Trying not to flood the market too much or cloud the VC with my jargon. But yeah, I'll show that in a few days of my next score. But anyways, keeping it random. It's a repress. Sue me. Tight fit. Oh man, if you're ranking Rolling Stones albums, people either seem to hate this or it's damn near the top. Chime in if you wish. But man, that is another one of those things where a lot of this came from one collection and you're just like, did someone just buy it because they thought they have to have it? Or they had that OCD that they wore latex gloves and sterilized every time they used it. But this Rolling Stones record, man, I mean, it's just another one of those things where you're just like, where's the flaw? Not that I'm upset, you know, that something is in this good a condition, but you don't have to buy full price. I'm not mad at it. It's back. This Blackula's ominous and weird. I kind of feel like I should be playing Doom, but yeah, it's background noise, and I'm pretty sure the internet's not gonna just drop this video for Blackula.
Better not.
Man, you remember the actual Blackula with Pam Grier? Man, I love Pam Grier.
Fuck no, I don't.
No, you don't? Okay, anyways. One of these days, dude. I got Foxy Brown on... you watched Jackie Brown recently. I got Foxy Brown on DVD, too.
Watch that.
Yeah. Yeah, my...
Jackie Brown was a good ass movie.
It was a good movie, man. He'd never seen it, so I'm breaking as a movie cherry on a lot of things here. But, anyways, ooh, yeah, look at that right there. That makes it interesting little... But, alright, here we go. I'm in chill mode here. Stay with me. I'm almost done. I can't be full-blown silly every single time. I got some more George Benson, man. This is supposed to be the weird George Benson. Man. Dude, that thing's so waxy. It doesn't even want to let go of the record, dude. This is another one of those things where you're just like, condition? I mean, just condition is weird. My sister, huge.
Breeze freak.
Huge fan of Alice in Wonderland. You hear it?
Yeah.
That's just absurd. But it's just another one of those things. It's like, the condition's nuts. White Rabbit. George Benson. If you guys can't see, we got, oh, come on. See, the old phone wasn't as high tech, but it didn't have zoom problems. You got that Herbie Hancock there. So, Earl Klugh, which I don't want to hear his solo stuff. Actually, all that turned into trade fodder, but I don't mind when he's a player. I'm just not trying to listen to his albums. Sorry if I offended anyone. Not sorry. But
no, you're not.
I'm really not sorry. I'm just me. I'm uncandidly. Oh, by the way, last video, I went on a tangent. I showed 2 records by Black Pussy, you know? And so, I don't know. There's no contrived to me. I just point and shoot. There's no editing. I just talk or whatever. But I made a little, hey, you know, innuendo. Black Pussy, ha ha ha, date interracial, whatever. And, you know, I always have the attitude, like it or leave it. 2 people unsubscribed. And maybe it's just because they don't like how random I am or whatever it is. But if I lost 2 viewers because they're anti dating Latinas and Asian girls and redheads with freckles, as I phrased it, then so be it. Goodbye. Deuces. For real. But
fuck 'em.
Mainly because my buddy here is he's from everywhere. My buddy's from everywhere.
I'm a butt.
We like to give each other a hard time, and we say the most, like, because it's not on camera and there's no one to judge and it's amongst friends, we say the most, like, racist, heinous things to each other about, you know, being from the Middle East or being like a Dago Wop or, you know, whatever it is. So I love to give a man a hard time from being somewhere from over there. But so we
get on.
Yeah.
So we
have a good time. Keeping it random. Let's wrap this up. We're gonna hit 40 minutes. It's another one of those things, man. You know, like, oh, Jefferson Airplane. I'd like to think people would know. I think that's kind of one of those iconic records that people would know. But in case you didn't, I'm running out of room here, covering up my friend. What's so crazy about this? It's an amazing condition. All right, it really is. And then, if you didn't know, when I show it, I'll flip it over here. Somebody to Love was one of the big ones, and of course, White Rabbit are the 2 big ones off this. On the white section, I don't know if I can clean that or not. The babyest ringware. But someone thought it was a good idea to check the songs they like and X. Big giant double X.
What is you doing?
What
is you doing right now?
Steve, how do you feel was a song I used to listen to with Doug, and you play the B-side every single time you don't get up and skip it. I know you're rapping it in. Anyways, I don't know the history. That's in my mind. That's what I think. When someone's like, how do you feel? That's why I got the big X. There's probably, you know, a lady who had an insalubrious relationship in the past. Who's like, I can't even. I don't think anyone talked like that in 1972, though. I was like, seriously? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, really? Really? Are you joking?
At what time period did people talk like that?
I think it's like circa 2013 and newer.
I was gonna, what?
Oh my god, like, I just, like, finished college and, like, I could really use the help. And, like, my dad, like, he won't even buy me another car. I'm like, this car's, like, already got 40,000 miles on it. He's, like, basically cutting me off. Anyways. We live next to a prestigious rich campus. We get there's a lot of different walks of life where we live, and it's really cool. It's eclectic, and we can mix it with so many people.
Good.
But when I used to bounce, it wasn't the guy that wanted to crack a bottle over your head, or the random times you literally had to carry someone out by their throat, you know, which was always great when that never happened. The best night of bouncing is when it's like when I used to referee kids hockey games. And the best penalty you call is the one that you don't have to blow the whistle for. Hopefully there's never a penalty. And same with bouncing, hopefully nothing goes wrong. But the worst part of bouncing was always, bro, do you even... My dad, he's a member at Augusta. I could buy this place. I could buy the plate. I was just on the lake. I go to all the lakes. I got all the money. My dad. Have you ever been to such and such country club?
Oh god.
Anyways, that's but
it's like Greenville problem, this type of shit.
it's old Southern money. It happens. There's a lot of dope people around here though, and they're Southern. It's not just like transplants. There's plenty of cool regional people, but there's some jerks here. There's some jerks here.
There's jerks everywhere.
Yeah, but because you can move at any moment. You know what I'm saying? But
I could leave, but I'm just going more jerks anyways.
So man, I really do like St. Vincent. She's bi, she's pretty, she plays multiple instruments, she's weird and peculiar. I'm with that. She seems like extroverted introvert, you know, I don't know. But I don't even know how to describe her, and then sometimes that's a cool way. Like a person that's rad, they're hard to describe. Kind of like some of the best music you enjoy. It's hard to put a definition on. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to burp in the camera. But
God forbid it.
Anyways,
smells it.
St. Vincent, I got that Mass Seduction, and this one right here, I just hadn't got around to buying yet. And it's another one of those things where this person, I mean, God rest their soul, is another one of those situations where someone lost their life and their family's just cashing in on their record collection. But this is one of those that it looks like this is glossy, so Gooby Gone will get rid of an original a price tag. I don't know how many times it's changed hands, but there you go. It's the gloss. That's gonna wipe off. There's no issues with this. It's another one of those things where I wanted it anyways, and I was contemplating it buying used online. And when you find it in this condition, and the price is right, I'm gonna score it, man. And this is another one of those records that I've listened to Mass Seduction a bunch. That's a fun little one. I can listen to it by myself, doing dishes or cleaning or whatever. But that's also with You Find the Right Lady. That is a fun little late night romp record, low key. Anyways, this is a tight fit. Sometimes it just doesn't want to go in, you know. But
you gotta make it work.
Yeah, so I should just be chucking these back in here. I can always fix them later. I don't know why I got OCD on that one. But yeah, man, we might as well shoot for 40 minutes now. I'm talking too much. You guys are with me, you're with me. But it's low key tonight. It's a RIP Rocco night. Man, what a fucking good cat, dude. That's a long run. What a gangster. What a fucking awesome cat. I'm not even a cat person. I was just a Rocco person, dude. I chose him. I don't want to I'll tell the story a different day of how Rocco and I came together. But anyways, keeping it random. Another one of those things where you're happy someone else opened it. It's another thing that's just on the wall. It's Mud Honey. I mean, if you guys don't know, I mean, the early '90s, it wasn't just Nirvana. It wasn't just Pearl Jam. You know, there's a lot of people, especially, I mean, I'm not faulting someone who's like a millennial now that kind of gets in that old stuff and it's retro and they want to wear flannel and they want to wear a snap bracelet and they, you know, embrace those things. But it's not, you know, they're like, oh, Sonic Youth, I really like Sonic Youth. Well, Mud Honey, for some people that aren't VC members, are going to be like, yeah, it's Mud Honey, cool, I'll dig it. All right? But then there's going to be other people that are just, you know, it's forgotten. But anyways, it's Sun Pop. It's Mud Honey. It's super clean. It's another one of those things where, man, I hate to call things near mint. I really don't like doing that. But, I mean, I'm not even taking it out. I mean, if you could see, one, it does have a UPC, so y'all forgive it, man. Everything can't be a first press. But, I mean, that's, if this thing won't zoom now, because, yay, new technology. My face is the most important thing in the world now, so whatever. Learning a new phone. If that right there is the biggest issue. Hey, bud, can you do me a favor?
What's up?
No one's gonna notice this weird instrumental nonsense being flipped. They're not gonna realize the A side's being played again. It's
so
just,
you want me to just flip it?
Flip it to the A side.
I heard.
No one's gonna be like, I heard those words before. Anyways, you know there's the issue.
One motherfucker there.
Yeah. You know the video's going too long when you're on the A side again. But 2 records left, pretty sure. So I bought the wall. That was the wall. I mean, I really cleared that wall out. I wasn't trying to. But I found all that Led Zeppelin goodness and all that jazz. Yeah, Yeah, dude.
That makes me uncomfortable, man.
It's never been flipped. I guarantee that's the first time that the records hit platter.
Like, god damn.
Yeah, so he's trying to finagle it off without it popping up or damaging it, you know. But that record almost has like a thin Dynaflex quality to it. But yeah. So hey, you did good. You didn't damage anything. You didn't fingerprint it all up. So needle drop was good. Hey, you're learning, bud. Good for you, man. You're even minding your footsteps around the record player.
What?
My boy's learning, man. I'm so proud. But anyways, 40 minutes talking shit. Pretty low key tonight, man. But anyways, taking it easy tonight. Tomorrow, heavy lifting day.
You
2:30, 3 o'clock.
God damn right.
Okay.
Damn right.
So tomorrow's heavy lifting day. So we're not boozing up.
No.
Is what it is. And then tomorrow, lift hard. Anyways,
Hard.
that's the wall. Last 2 records. I just needed to go. I needed to part ways. I'm like, dude, I can't. I gotta stop buying. And then one thing I left behind, it's hard to rebuy stuff you already owned. You know, when it gets stolen or whatever it was, or you already owned it on CD, even if you still do, you're like, well, do I really need it on vinyl? You know, it's people have to manage what they want to buy and what they don't want to buy. But they had a whole wall of a lot of OG. If it wasn't OG, it's the same people who had this Led Zeppelin, same person, of Pink Floyd. There was so much Pink Floyd. And then eventually I just had to say, you know what, if it's still there, I'm going to be back, I'm going to be back at the pharmacy. It's never more than 2, 3, 4 weeks before the owner's my friend, so I'm not going to not go anyways. But, so, anyways, if it slips through the cracks and someone grabs it, good for them. They're going to be excited. It makes their day. But at some point you have to be like, too much. And so I cut myself off, and I didn't buy any of that Pink Floyd. The one Pink Floyd I really wanted wasn't there, so it's all good. I'll get to that in another video. But yeah, they had a lot of nice stuff, man. Pharmacy always does, man. They got some hard hitters as of late, and so I bought the wall up, and then I look over at the soul section, and I found some real good gems lately. I found that OG Buddha, It's a Monster I always talk about, where I bought the represses, and I found Freak in the Sheet type music, and just so many good stuff, and 16 Funky Corners, and Super Max, and all that stuff. Watch old videos, that way I don't have to rant. But anyway, so I go over there, and
let's try to go hard.
Sly? I mean, it's another one of those things where this is a different collector. But you got Sly? No UPC? In the Shrink? Epic Records? Are you fucking kidding me? You know, like I say, this isn't the rarest record. It's not like something that's ever gonna like garner a whole bunch of money. But you know, this is music this is stuff that got played at parties, get-togethers, weddings, hangouts. Beers were being spilled. People were doing fucking limes of cocaine and trying to like fuck someone's sister while their friend and brother didn't know. All that, whatever. You know, this is music that got played. This is supposed to be crunched up. This is supposed to be chewed up. And when you find it and it's in this condition, I'm buying it. I mean, even the whitest white square, like even the most cornball, you can listen to Sly and the Family Stone. I mean, some slapping bass, some good music, everyday people. Man, this whole album's a gem. Anyways, and then I guess I'll end it with, hey, Chris Has the Spins. If you guys didn't know, check out his videos. He's a cool dude. He's new to the VC. Yeah, did his little competition. Somehow I lost. That's messed up. I mean, I know it's not a competition. It's a contest, and you know you can't choose favorites because that's not fair. Yeah.
You say.
I was being coy, but I'm not so coy. Anyways, faux dickery. I guess that's what that is. But one thing that kind of I'm not going to go as far as saying it upset me. I'm not going to say it upset. No, anyways.
Who said that?
No, say that. How do you not know who Teddy Pendergrass is? One of your questions was best dressed. Look at these guys.
Picture on the back, though.
Yeah. Because now they look a little mean and focused. But they didn't have to have some kind of designer. My man, does it show with a gloss? My dude is in a window pane suit, ivory with a navy, double pinstripe overlap.
Ooh.
Just everyone variegated stripes, 3-piece, French collars. My man's got a bow tie. My man's got white and black two-tone Oxfords with double back shoes. Like, best dressed candidates for sure. And Teddy Pendergrass, come on now, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes.
Oh man,
so that's a good one, man. Teddy P had a whole bunch of cool solo stuff too, man. Come on over with me. Come on over to my place. Can't sing, man. Gotta leave that to Tavis, man. I apologize for attempting that. And here we are at 45 minutes. I've been yapping a while. Been talking a little bit, getting a little raspy. You guys don't even get to hang out with me when I'm being silly and stupid with friends by the end of the night. sound like a grizzle. But
well, you just smoke a whole pack.
But yeah, it's a chill night, man. Thanks for hanging out with me while I distract myself from personal woes and missing cats. But yeah, I scored some vinyl. I thought I'd show it. Talk about some more record store day. What's up, Z? I'm wearing a green hat. Didn't even think about that. But yeah, do I get 3 entries? I'll take 3 entries. But you might not even be watching this. If not, so be it. Either way, God bless you. And speaking of which, from me and him, take care, God bless, and all that jazz. Yeah, I was just about to say that. I was like, give him something A-Rabby.
There
you go, man. I love y'all, man. Take care.